What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. There's been a lot of new weapons introduced into Destiny with the new Revenant episode. We've gotten reworked raid weapons, new dungeon weapons, new seasonal, ritual, and playlist weapons. So with all the new weapons available in Revenant, which are the ones that you should really devote your time towards collecting god rolls for? Well, that's a question that we'll be answering in today's video as we cover the top 10 best new legendary weapons that every solo player needs to get here in Revenant. We start off our list with the Fair Judgement, a precision-framed 450 RPM stasis auto rifle, and you can get it by ranking up with either Zavala, Drifter, or Lord Shaxx. 450 auto rifles are pretty hit and miss for the most part, but because of its unique pairing of weapon traits, the Fair Judgement really stands out as a solid performing, easy to use auto rifle. Headstone and Rhymestealer make an excellent pair with this auto rifle, complementing each other to provide outstanding survivability on all classes. Even though dynamic sway reduction and onslaught are often seen as a PvP combo, this combination performs exceptionally well in the PvE, helping to keep this weapon stable and dealing consistent damage. We move on deeper into our list with the Liturgy, coming in at number 9. The Liturgy is one of a few must-have grenade launchers in the new Revenant episode. As a double fire archetype, it thrives with any perk that has on-hit effects, significantly enhancing the lethality of follow-up shots. Chill Clip guarantees that direct hits will slow nearby targets. This boosts the process of freezing enemies and creating stasis crystals, which is where Rhymestealer is gonna shine, providing you with a continuous source of damage resistance. The Liturgy is one of just 2 stasis grenade launchers that offers Chill Clip, with the other being locked behind a dungeon. Because of the synergy that's created with the new seasonal artifact, the Liturgy will be a powerful weapon choice with any class, and you can get it by completing seasonal content through Ido on the last city. Next up, we have another grenade launcher, the VS Velocity Baton, coming in at number 8. This is an area denial grenade launcher, the second weapon of its archetype, but it's the first to feature a void element. These grenade launchers are pretty popular in the PvE, excelling at crowd control. Being a void weapon, Velocity Baton also benefits from perks that synergize perfectly with the void subclass. The combination of destabilizing rounds and repulsor brace will be one of the best options to optimize crowd control while providing bonus survivability. But there's also options of Demolitionist and Attrition Orbs, which would help keep you loaded up on grenade energy, and it would keep you and your teammates filled up with orbs, so that you can maintain weapon surge mods or healing benefits. And there's several artifact mods that enhance the lethality of grenade launchers, which makes the Velocity Baton a must-have weapon for any player here in Revenant, and you can get it by completing encounters within the Vespers Host dungeon. Next up at number 7 is the Chroma Rush auto rifle. We last saw the Chroma Rush back in 2021 with the season of the Splicer. Players fell in love with this 720 RPM kinetic auto rifle, and it's only gotten better with its return in this episode. With several new weapon perks, an origin trait, and a slight buff to auto rifles overall, the new Chroma Rush is a versatile and powerful option to add into any loadout. The combination of Subsistence and Rampage allows this weapon to build up bonus damage of as much as 33%. With Subsistence refilling a portion of the magazine on every final blow, the Chroma Rush becomes an incredibly powerful ad clear machine, and as a great alternative option, the Chroma Rush now offers kinetic tremors, which would be a great option to use against beefier enemies, which you would see in in-game content. The Chroma Rush can be earned through seasonal content, available through Ido. And now we move over to our number 6 weapon, where we have the Accrued Redemption. A good bow can make a big difference in Destiny, and a god roll of the Accrued Redemption can lead you to easy victories in Crucible, or devastate big enemies in PvE. This kinetic precision-framed bow benefits from several top-tier perks, all of which help you maintain high damage output. The biggest update to this bow has been the addition of 2 standout 4th column perks, with Kinetic Tremors or Firefly. Kinetic tremors can really tear through big groups of powerful enemies, but it can also be a dominating force within the Crucible, especially once fully crafting this weapon, which will cause kinetic tremors to proc after just 2 hits, and it's going to be easy to land consecutive shots with this bow when you have Archer's Tempo in the 3rd column. The Accrued Redemption now comes with the Photo Inhibition origin trait, which increases this weapon's damage against targets with overshields, providing a 34% increase in damage against kinetic shields, a 21% bonus in damage against elemental shields, and a 15% bonus in damage against other players' shields. The Accrued Redemption can be obtained by completing encounters and opening chests within the Garden of Salvation raid. And now we dip our toes into the top 5, where we have the Wicked Sister Grenade Launcher. Wicked Sister has returned into the Vanguard playlist lineup with a complete overhaul to its stats and elemental type. The Wicked Sister was originally a solar grenade launcher with limited perk options, but it now comes with a Strand Affinity, and it features an outlandish amount of perk combinations, offering 24 total perks between its 3rd and 4th column. Playlist weapons are among the most diverse in Destiny. Some are powerful and remain top tier, while others fade into oblivion almost immediately. But this new version of the Wicked Sister should be one that hangs around for a bit, as it features some of the best perk combinations to optimize damage. With options of Envious Arsenal or Envious Assassin getting paired up with Bait and Switch, this will make a terrific option to fit into any high damage loadout, especially if Strand energies are getting buffed. Next up on our list is the Rake Angle, coming in at number 4. Glaives have been pretty hit or miss, but the Rake Angle has some key advantages over top of others in its class. One of the most powerful perk combinations that this weapon offers is Chill Clip with replenishing ages. Chill Clip freezes targets in 2 hits, which is especially useful with Rake Angle, as its base magazine is just 4. This means that the first 3 shots will always slow targets until they're frozen. With replenishing ages, players can chain this process over and over, providing that you have enough ammo to fire a few projectiles. Another great option that this weapon offers is Rhyme Stealer, which would provide you with bonus damage resistance as you defeat enemies with Chill Clip. Since the Rake Angle is a Vanguard weapon, it features the option of 3 different origin traits, including Hotkey Armaments, Stunning Recovery, and Vanguard's Vindication, giving you the options of dealing bonus damage to stasis crystals and barriers, gaining increased recovery with automatic refills of the magazine whenever stunning champions, or gaining a small amount of health back on each final blow. Even though glaives have struggled to excel in the current sandbox, the Rake Angle is an extremely versatile option that can provide you with a lot of improved survivability whenever entering into in-game content. We move on to the top 3 with our next weapon, the Vantage Point Pulse Rifle. This is another seasonal weapon, and it'll be a versatile addition to give you a solid performing weapon in both the PvE and in Crucible. With options of jolting feedback or volt shot, you'll be able to easily inflict jolt onto enemies, which means this will be a great option to keep amplified active whenever using arc or prismatic subclasses. Feeding Frenzy and Eddy Current are great options to improve this weapon's reload speed when using Volt Shot, but because this is a Dark Ether weapon, its origin trait causes small ether charges to be created, and whenever coming into contact with those or shooting them, you'll overflow the magazine, which will make jolting feedback an even stronger perk option with this weapon. In the Crucible, this weapon benefits from a solid lineup of stat boosting perks, like Keep Away or Head Seeker, getting paired up with Desperado or One For All. Moving on to our number 2 spot, we have the VS Chill Inhibitor, another grenade launcher and another weapon available from the Vespers Host dungeon. This is a rapid-fire stasis grenade launcher, and it's the first of its kind, and it's currently one of the best heavy weapons for taking down in-game bosses, as it offers options of either Explosive Light or Bait and Switch, with either Cascade Point, Envious Arsenal, or Demolitionist. There's even some other standout options that would make this a great option as an ad-clear weapon, like Rhyme Stealer, Chill Clip, and Chain Reaction. While Edge Transit has been looked at as one of the only options for optimal damage, the VS Chill Inhibitor has quickly leveled the playing field. And the final weapon on our list today is the Tinasha's Mastery Rocket Sidearm. Tinasha's Mastery is an Iron Banner weapon, meaning that it's only available for a limited time. You can earn it by ranking up with Lord Saladin, after which it'll become a potential reward after completing a match. This will be the first ever Stasis rocket sidearm, and if it's anything like the Aberrant Action, the Indebted Kindness, or the Call, then it'll be an incredibly powerful option for any class. Chill Clip will be one of the most powerful 4th column options that this weapon offers, making this a great weapon towards stunning champions, and that's going to have a lot of nice synergy with Rhyme Stealer to give you bonus resistance whenever taking on those champions. But there's also Loose Change, which would increase your reload speed after picking up stasis shards. There's even Air Trigger, which could be an incredible option to pair with Chill Clip. After jumping into the air, you'll gain a massive increase to reload speed, allowing you to keep enemies frozen. And since this is a stasis weapon that can create its own slow and freeze, it'll have a lot of powerful synergy with all of the stasis-inspired artifact mods. Even though it's locked behind a crucible activity that can be rather frustrating, the Tinasha's mastery will most certainly be worth getting. And with that said, I wish you all the best of luck out there. That's going to wrap things up on today's video on the top 10 best new weapons that every solo player needs to have. If we missed out on talking about your favorite weapon, be sure to let us know what that is down in the comments below, and let us know what you've been enjoying most of all so far in Revenant. Thank you as always for checking out the video. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below, along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated, and both really do help support the channel. And a big shout out and thank you to all of the current channel members. Your ongoing support is greatly appreciated. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.